I want us to start from Akwatia, because that's where I'm coming from. Now, the New Patriotic Party...
you come from Akwatia?
No, that's where I am.
Okay.
Because I was there for the election.
Oh, you were there?
Yes, I came in only yesterday.
Oh,
so,
that's nice.
This is a fresh Akwatia burger.
Hey, they give you money and you refuse to Akwatia. Next time, collect and come and give it to me, okay?
But
I'm saying collect and come and give it to me. Oh, somebody, I saw somebody was trying to give you
I don't even understand why the person was trying to do that.
But somebody was trying, oh, come on, why so?
Yeah, yes. I was reporting. So it's like I'm speaking to you.
Yeah.
And then I'm done with you. And Jabab walks in. I don't know Jabab. So I thought, okay, this is a resident who also wants to speak about the election. So I said, okay, what's your name? What do you have to say? Then the person said, no, I'm not here to talk. But then he shows me something in his hand. I saw it briefly. It was money.
Then probably a journalist, he appreciated the good way.
I don't doubt it.
But that is more Ghanaian.
I don't know why. All I'm saying is that he rejected the money. I'm saying next time he should collect it, come and give it to me. What's your problem?
So when he came,
I don't know. I don't care why I'm not asking why they gave it. I'm just saying next time collect it, come and give it to me.
In my party, NDC, nobody gave money in Akwatia.
Let's move on.
When I go to Akwatia, I met my deputy general secretary.
Wait.
Bandy.
Go to the case. You are already talking about your own party. Is it the case where when we talk about dry votes?
No, hold on.
Is it the case?
I mean, Zato's point was that next time I should take it.
I call it the money coming in. Now, the way you are acting, is it that are we talking about dry votes?
I was expecting to tell Bandy, what do you call it?
Are we talking about dry votes?
That's what I didn't see any money.
No, but I'm just saying that the way you are acting, are we talking about dry votes?
When you see the video,
no dry bones in this.
you will see that I saw it. But because my mind was not on him,
No, but you see,
it even drew a certain laughter from me.
Playing the devil's advocate,
Yeah.
Nobody seeing you with camera and all the gadgets on you would want to bribe you. Probably. The person being a resident, seeing you, and probably the way you were sweating.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yentun suma. You understand me? So I do not want us to
Anyway,
that the resident.
A journalist.
And after you rejected,
why would they be trouble to give you money?
You do realize that?
I was reporting. So when he moved on, I also moved on. Because I was live on television. So I didn't have to.
And he knew you were on television. Everybody knows you.
Why are you analyzing this issue?
I just said I'm playing the devil's advocate.
He said the devil's advocate.
Let's get into Akwatia. Then you can bring that up. Now, the NPP has released a statement condemning the threat of death and physical assault by NDC officers and says, the New Patriotic Party condemns the threat of death against the minority leader Osahin Alexander Fenyomakin, the national organizer Henry Nanabuachi, and Honorable Frank Anodompre by the first national chairman, vice chairman of the NDC, Chief Sofo Azoka, and Alhaji Abdul Wahab Amadou, the Ebuakwa North Constituency Communication Officer of the NDC. The party further condemns the unprovoked physical attack on its third national vice chairman, Alhaji Osman Masawudu, by Chief Sofo Azoka and his notorious hoodlums. Such violent conduct by no means a person than a national officer of the ruling party and a constituency officer diminishes the gains of our democracy and has the potential to create further insecurity in the country in the face of Ghana's recent decline in the Global Peace Index ranking. The party will formally lodge complaint with the Ghana Police Service against the mentioned individuals. We are also calling on the Inspector General of Police as part of his post-election actions to immediately arrest and investigate Chief Sofo Azoka, Alhaji Abdul Wahab, and any other person captured in the videos widely circulated in the media. The recklessness of the actions of Chief Sofo Azoka and Alhaji Abdul Wahab ought to be properly investigated and punished. Justin Kudwa-Frimpong wrote this particular matter. So, matters arising from Akwatia. Let me start with you. Nana, yeah.
Oh, I thought they went into Akwatia.
Say again?
I said I thought they went into Akwatia.
So I should.
But
okay, let me start with what happened.
It's a national issue. Personally, I would want to congratulate the NDC and their candidate for the good work they did.
Bernard Bedu Esquire.
Bernard Bedu.
Yeah. His name is Triple B. Yeah, I watched it there. I didn't even know. It's Bernard. There's a B in there.
Bediako
Bedu.
Yes.
BBB. Yeah.
That's nice. And so, congratulations to him. And I think that yesterday, I made a statement on one of the platforms. I said that if you're a political party and you go into an election or a battlefront with a broken front, an ununited front, you go into a battle with cracks in the foundation of your party, go into a battle with broken principles, values, and tradition, you do not expect to come out victorious. You understand me? And one of the main reasons that led to the defeat of the NPP in Akwatia, as some of these that I have stated, you understand me? Now, if you look at what was happening in Akwatia in 2023-2024, the NPP had an issue in Akwatia with the primaries, which they left unresolved. There was this issue about Amase and some other party executives and all the brouhaha that give them NS Yao Kumi, the late NS Yao Kumi. Those matters were never resolved. Now, there is a by-election. Instead of allowing there to be a competitive competition between persons who were interested, rather you went into what they term as a consensus picking of a candidate. What happens when you do that is that you deepen the cracks, all right, in the foundation of the party in that constituency. And it was something that the NDC did smartly when they allowed there to be a competition, you know, the primaries in the constituency for somebody to emerge a winner. And so they went in there a united front. And I'll tell you, between the NDC and the NPP's candidate, I think that the NPP's candidate is a homeboy, if you would ask me, listening to the history of Akwatia and how they have both performed in those areas. But the NDC went in united. They went into the field accepting the fact that they need to support their candidate to work.
But what makes you think that the NPP was disunited?
If you listen to Afenyo Markins when there was a short interview where he was appealing to even stars of the NPP to come to Akwatia to support work.
Okay.
You notice that, listen, the leadership was not even there. You understand? So these things, if I've said it, they need to sit down and deal with the matter. But me free my way. But they would concentrate on what Alan and us would come and do. But they cannot win any election with this kind of leadership. They cannot win any elections with this kind of crack in the party from top to down. They cannot win any kind of elections with this arrogance of power and impunity and not accepting and taking responsibility. Now to Sofo Azoka, please, I would tell him to his face, when we knew Sofo Azoka, we were small boys. You understand? If you go to Tamale just after the market, there is a fuel station. That was where he used to sit. I don't know if he still sits there. But where he has gotten to, he should understand that he has grown past some of these things. He has now become, it is a name you can't touch when you go to Tamale and the northern part. He has built around himself a certain aura that people look up to him. We, the young boys, we used to look up to him. What I saw happen on live television, it's not something we should defend, or it's not something that is acceptable. At his level, at his caliber, at his age, first national vice. If some of these small boys are behaving that way, that is them. I mean, but you are an elder of a party. Of course, I mean, Buga Buga, everybody knows Buga Buga's attitude. It's also condemnable. It is hard time these leaders and these elders understand that politics is not about how much you shout or throw your hands. Their actions was irresponsible. We shouldn't mince words. And surprisingly, it was on live television. And that doesn't make you a man. You understand? I mean, throwing your hands and hitting somebody on live television? So irresponsible. Let the small boys go and do it. Let them bring it to you as the elder, solve the matter. But when you go and do it, so who should come and solve it? Yeah, started politics in Kitin. When we talk about Sofa of Azoka, everybody knows him in Tamale. They are Azoka boys. He feeds a lot of people on the streets. He's created jobs for the people. But some of these actions would wash off all the good things you have done. Seeing the statement he made about Afenyoma case was so interesting that there will be a by-election. And I asked myself, what is the interpretation of there will be a by-elections? Of course, minority leader, if indeed he went to deface the posters of the NDC man, which has been pasted no other place but the NDC office, that was also an irresponsible.
So I was there. I think that there was some misreporting or representation to some people. The incident didn't happen at the party office.
Okay.
And also the incident was not committed by Afenyoma himself. It was at a polling station called Abronsayase, which is after the NDC office. I think you would drive for about 500 meters, if my memory is helping me. And so when they got there, Afenyoma and Justin Kodia were in front. They had gone into the polling station, but they were working in the company of a bodyguard. That bodyguard was the one who tore a poster, which was on a light pole in front of that polling station. And the NDC people didn't take lightly at all. That's what almost resulted in a clash.
No, so you see, if it was in front of a polling station, the best approach to it was to report to the police who was there. You know,
I've heard a lot of people say Afenyoma is a lawyer himself.
Yes.
So if it was him, he should know what the law says.
Of course.
But it wasn't him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If indeed, if you listen to me, if indeed he was the one that did it, I would have been surprised because you are defacing another man's, for lack of a better expression. You have your turn. You have your turn.
Okay, thank you.
Honorable. So you understand. Yeah. So we should, when these things, when we are in situations like this, this is the best time to exhibit emotional intelligence and leadership. This is the best time to exhibit high emotional intelligence and leadership. And you see, the police did an excellent job. National security did a beautiful job. You understand? Not only the numbers, but the strategy that they put in place this time round. You could see the difference between the strategy they used from that they used in Ablekuma.
Because at that point, when the NDC guys came confronting the bodyguard, what the police did was to barricade the frontage of the police station.
Yes.
They were holding hands, and then they dragged the bodyguard into the police station so that the guys could not have. So then Justin Kodia and Afenyoma can hear the commotion outside. Then I saw Justin Kodia come and he was speaking to, later I got to know he's the youth organizer of the constituency, because he was the lead to say that, let's try and come to temper.
So I think that the police did an excellent job.
They did an excellent job.
They did an amazing job. And unfortunately, on the side of the police, the brouhaha that is coming out of this by-election is not by just ordinary citizens. It's by kingpins in politics. I mean, him said the American. The ordinary Ghanaian went to vote and went home. The troubles that are being reported are reported of people who should have known better. And that is what actually is making me think that are we indeed in for the development of Akwatia? But it brings me back to what I have stated before when Ablekuma happened. I said that there are some individuals and leaders, when they are going into certain constituencies, when there are by-elections whatsoever, should not be allowed into those constituencies. And I think that we need to, as a country, agree on this matter. That if you are not from within that constituency, you shouldn't be allowed to go into that constituency. The boys who followed Azoka into the constituency, are they from the Akwatia? Minya. Way from Tamale.
Yeah.
Then you come into Akwatia. When Justin Kodua and Afenyo was also going, I mean, Afenyo is a leader, one bodyguard, not bad. Justin is a national officer, general secretary, one bodyguard, not bad. But look at the number of boys that went with them. And I stated, I said, when these leaders are moving, they move with not less than 2, 3, 4 cars full of boys. What are they afraid of? If you're a politician and you have done right, if you're a politician and you do not have a bad intention, you will not move around with so many people.
Okay. Jabab.
Thank you very much. You see, before we went to Akwatia by-election, if you remember our deputy director in charge of IT, Rashid Tanko Computer, did mention that the late Dr. Omani Boama, may his soul rest in peace, set the roadmap for the Akwatia by-election. He prepared everything down before his untimely death, or the unfortunate death. Following that roadmap into Akwatia by-election, NDC, we were quest for victory, nothing than the victory. And we were focused on what we were going to do. And so we went to Akwatia. So the way we executed our campaign in a coordinated manner. In fact, you hardly will you hear of any issue reported of violence, any issue in a negative manner. So the election went on. In fact, what happened in Akwatia town, as you were there.
Yes.
I was a polling agent. I was in Takrasi.
Okay.
You know, a little bit asked.
Yeah.
Alawa.
Alawa. Alawa bay. So far from that, the election was peaceful. But you know that my concentration was on. So actually, what is reporting, I heard it later. You say you were there.
I was there. Yes. I was there.
But what I heard that triggered sometimes the move of my vice chairman, my national vice chairman, Chief Sofu Azoka, was the defacing, the issue of the defacing of NDC, our parliamentary candidates' posters. And in fact, around that, I think at that moment, he was the national executive closer to the area. So just as you saw that the police moving to protect, sometimes the attack on the bodyguard of Afenyo Makin and his people, that took to the character of defacing posters of our candidate. Then this also got to him, that this is what the people are doing. Is that good in a by-election? No. Of course, these are people who have followed a national leader. If I say a national leader, Afenyo Makins is a minority leader in parliament. In fact, it's a very, very big body as far as their party hierarchy is concerned. JFK, who was also in his company, is of course their national secretary.
General secretary.
Sorry, their general secretary. And it is said literally that if an elder is in the house and the children going destroying or doing what is not necessary or is not needful, and you don't talk, you don't reprimand, you don't stop them, then eventually, then it means that you are concerned.
But it's not when you see it. This happened back.
This is when you see it. So one would have taken it literally. And what will the news be to Azoka? NPP, Afenyo Makins, the NPP General Secretary and their boys are defacing your candidates' posters in town. So as a national executive also around, you will try to confront the issue. I'm not trying to justify, because I said I was not there.
Yeah.
You were there. I didn't see what happened. I heard it reported, whether it's true. From there, I've not been able to engage my national vice chairman yet. I'm not Chief Azoka.
So that's it.
Okay.
This is what happened. We were there, so we captured it. So look at it.
I can see you.
This is it. So you see, here, then they brought us Afenyo here because he was coming out of the police station.
Okay.
Because this whole defacing happened behind him, like I said.
Okay.
So when they had the commotion, then they were coming out. But when they were coming out, they directed him away from where the commotion was happening. Okay. It was Justin who went to the guy who was the guy standing in front of the yellow car. He's a youth organizer. He was the first person to have gone down. Yes, exactly. You know, so the police came in to try and simmer down the whole thing. And Justin got that youth organizer to say, Charlie, we'll handle it. And that's why, together with the police, then they drove Afenyo Makin away.
Where I was trying to land is that anywhere you see smoke, there is definitely fire.
Yeah.
So if nothing provoked Chief Isoko Azoka, as you know him, he's a very friendly person. As Nana said, he knew in those days.
Yeah.
He loves human being. Azoka doesn't behave that way until you provoke him. So when this happened, he was the national leader immediately around. So in the party image, are you understanding it? Probably he was also trying to say, stop what you are doing. Because this is a by-election. You want to win, I want to also win. So you don't go defacing my candidate's pictures. It's uncalled for. It's unconstitutional. And being a lawyer, I think he thinks Afenyo Makin should have known better that his followers should not be doing this. So if he said this, I was not there, but I think it's on the basis of what his boys were doing. That is why my vice chairman said this.
Okay. I mean, I got to realize that there were some misinformation along the line. So I told my guys that when you are giving them the microphone, watch it. Because it came out, then the report was that it happened at the party office, one. The report was that Afenyo Makin did it. So I think that infuriated your vice chair. Yes. And then when he went to Akwatia lorry station, that's where the clash happened. His clash with Masaudu, is it Masaudu? Their confrontation happened at the Akwatia lorry station, police station. At that point, Afenyo Makin was not even there. But based on the report he has heard, and that resulted in that.
Yes.
Anyway, Doc, come in here. The NPP say they are reporting this incident to the police for actions.
Thank you very much for this. And let me congratulate the NDC. Let me congratulate their candidate. And let me congratulate, in particular, my friend now, Computer. Rashid Computer, thank you. He was all over the place, giving a lot of interviews and making a lot of noise. I'm glad he
wasn't making noise.
He wasn't making noise. He was explaining interviews and explaining. Doctor.
When you were talking,
my director wasn't making noise.
When you were talking,
Computer wasn't making noise.
Was making noise. I heard that the money for the election was given to him, so he didn't spend all. So Computer, I'm expecting that you bring me my share. You didn't spend all the money they give you for the election. He's my friend, so I can say that. No, I'm saying that he's my friend, so I'm saying on the friendly note. Okay. He's the director, so all the money. You two, they even gave you allowance for being a police station agent. He was asking for his share. You say you finished spending it. Computer, the money. You don't finish spending it.
I'm sure don't finish. Was giving money. The way he's talking, he was giving money.
You realize what I was talking to nobody.
I always. Akwatia money. I'm sure Zato was giving some money from Akwatia.
Did you see me in Akwatia? I don't even know where Akwatia is.
They brought you in your house or your lecture hall.
I don't know where Akwatia is.
They brought you a bag of money in your lecture hall.
Can you let me talk?
Okay.
So,
allow him.
The money, if you chop all and we meet again next time,
you are going back to the fight.
I'm going back there. He's my friend. I don't want you to finish the money. He has the money.
Let's go on.
So congratulations to them. Victory has a lot of friends. We know that. When you win, everything you have done is perfect. And when you lose, everything you have done is wrong. So the commentary coming out of Akwatia, I'm not surprised. Yes, the NDC won. The moment you win, it doesn't matter whatever it is. So that's what I'm saying. I want to congratulate them. Two things stand out, as I said. I also want to congratulate the Ghana Police Service. They did very well here. I thank them for what they've done. But I hope that it doesn't stop there. I want the Ghana Police to be able to submit a report, a public report, on what went right and what didn't go right in Akwatia for our public consumption. And when they publish it, there may be some aspects they have to deduct. It's of course normal. And let us know how much money they spend on it, what resources they spend on it, and what they need more. And then when they do that, they can then use it as a case study, one, on how to conduct by-elections to prevent violence, and secondly, on how to even project it to generalize it to national elections. Well, we need that. Mostly we don't get to read or understand or study the experiences of the police and why they do these things. And so because of that, the commentary we tend to give is coming from either our preconceived notion of what they are doing, but not the new things, the improved things they are doing. So it is the supreme interest of the Ghana Police Service to publish these reports. For instance, the last elections, they've not published a full report of what happened or what didn't happen. When you publish these reports, and then academics, criminologists will study, political scientists will study, sociologists will study, psychologists will study, then we can begin advising political parties, or we can begin advising others on how to conduct these things. That will even end up making the work of the police relatively easier for them. So thank you, Ghana Police Service, for what you've done. We want to see more. We want to see you to share your knowledge with us, share your experience with us, publish it, so that we get to know how you went there. Then I want to talk to you. See, sometimes what happens is that when I hear my brother talking and criticizing him, it's like, for the movement of change, they have allowed the NPP to be living freely in their heads and in their hearts. And so, rent-free. And at any opportunity, there's always this thing. And I want to advise any member of the NPP. Yes, by all means, take advice from civil society, take advice from journalists, take advice from... But don't take any advice from the movement of change, or movement for change. Don't. For your own interest and for your own safety and security and for your own survival, don't take. Political parties have downtimes. I agree with that. They do. The NPP is in a downtime. And this election has come at a... If you watch critically, somebody sent me a report. When Kufuor was in power, he came to power at that time, the NPP won about 6 or 7 or 5 by-elections in a row. There are times in season, there are good and bad seasons. If you watch the way Akwatia voted, you understand why they voted the way they did. You understand. There's something called rational self-interest. They voted to maximize their rational self-interest. Because look, let's face it. Yeah. If this election was happening, okay, I will use that example because people would think of something else. If you are in Akwatia, you have rules to fix. The government comes, tells you that. In fact, not only tells you, they bring the drip equipment, the equipment that were procured by the former government. That's a different thing. And they started doing the routes. And they tell you, we'll finish it. The DVLA office that was also constructed by the former government, all of a sudden, they are commissioning the oil is being used. They are telling, that is how you use incumbency to your advantage. Those are subtle powers of incumbency. They are simply telling you one thing, listen, we have what it takes to give you what you want. We have the power, we have the resources to give you what the government, if it's roads you want, hey, the road minister is here. He's hearing you. And we even heard that the chiefs appeal to the government. Yes, that is the right thing. They are chiefs, they need development, they appeal to the government. And the government came to help them. If you see these things happening, and then you realize that we've already voted, so in the last 4 years, power, resources, ability to make the rest with the government, and you have developmental needs, that's where you go. You don't go, if you go to, if you vote for an opposition MP, then you are saying that the guy goes to parliament. And even looking at how parliament is structured, his voice in there and how he will be able to lobby for you is dipping. And they come, they literally blackmail you. The NDC blackmailed the people of Akwatia, saying that if you don't vote for your MP, your constituency will remain dry for the last 4 years. It was a developmental blackmail, it was a political blackmail, it was an emotional blackmail. But whatever blackmail you call it, it worked magic. And that's what I'm saying. I can understand them, how they voted the way they did. And I can appreciate and respect that. It's good. So going forward, we will learn lessons. I'm sure the NDC will still go to the drawing board and learn lessons. We executed a perfect campaign strategy. How do we continue? I'm sure the NPP too will go to a drawing board and say, okay, we failed this time, but what did we do? How do we move forward? Okay. I'm sure the police too will go. Again, everybody will go for bed. At the end of the day, we're trying to do something. Overanalyze a single event or overdraw this one. And then before you realize, every election is different from the next one. Every election is different. Okay. And every election is local. Akwatia voted for their local needs, they voted for their traditional needs, and they voted to maximize their rational utility. I respect that.
Okay, all right.
Just a quick, thank you so much. If that won elections, NPP would have won July 2023 by-election in a scene of...
If what won elections?
If the commission of DVLA office, construction of some roads. In Asino by-election in July 2023, the roads were being, the constructor was on the road. Not even one road, as in the case of Akwatia. No, day, night. What didn't we see there? Yeah, they lost the election. What I want to say is that the NPP is fractured. NPP is dismantled. NPP has become unpopular. They cannot win any elections now.
Okay, all right.
It's no more attractive party to Ghanaians.
All right.
Ghanaians have rejected NPP.
Okay.
Period.
Thank you. Nana.
Yes, Zato mentioned and brought in the movement for change. Advised his colleagues not to take any advice or recommendations from us. And of course, let it be on record that Zato, he teaches political research.
Yes, yes.
And as a political researcher, you would agree with me that every data and its source matters. And when you are doing the data analysis, you will notice that one of the key ingredients that you need is the consistency in which the data and the modules that, or the processes it goes through happens. Let it be on record and let Zato understand that when it comes to issues of politics, he's academia, we have been on the ground, we are practical.
You are the practitioners.
Yes. Let him understand that the party he speaks for now, I have spoken for that party before. And some of us were more active in doing research for the party before he probably even...
But has he said he's speaking for a party?
And so let him understand that when it comes to recommendations, when it comes to information, all right, for you to strive better as a political party or as a political organization, what you have to do is to listen from all quarters. Even the CPP.
Okay.
Even the CPP.
Okay.
Listens.
Yeah.
And it is not as though that we are just a marginal political organization. No. Their report that they had that led to the defeat, the unprecedented 38% they got, a chunk of it is as the fact that there was that move away, that movement that went out.
But that report has not been made public.
Well, he knows, he has it. And they accept it.
Let me put it on record, I don't have anything.
What was the percentage in the election that...
It doesn't matter.
Really?
But the effect that we had on the party, the effect that we had on the minds of Ghanaians,
Okay.
whatever effect it was what led to their 38%.
Okay.
And it is better they accept it and recognize that fact.
I have the answer you're asking
Don't we even agree that it is the disunity that was them in Akwatia?
No, you asked him a question, he doesn't have the answer. Yeah. I have. In the last election...
I got 3%.
Which 3%? No, which Alan?
Yes.
What was he was asked for the general election?
Yes, that's what the general election.
Alan didn't get 3%.
He had
22,000.
I got 30,000 votes.
0.5.
No, I got 30,000 votes.
It was a reduction.
I don't have a problem. You see,
Dr. Bobby had 41%. You see, I like that you conveniently forgot what he had. But
I don't have a problem.
Bawumia had 38% wrongly. He conveniently forgot
what 30,000 votes. You got whatever, 5 million, 4 million votes. I don't have a problem.
These politics of convenience. But again, anyway.
The performance of J. Ekufuor, when NPP was now struggling to come up from the 1992 to 1996 in 2000, and where we had gotten to the then NPP, and the abysmal and embarrassing performance that he, Zato and his team, led Alhaji Bawumia to in 2024, and you want to talk about Alan Chiramantin and the movement for change? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I not admit.
Wrap up. I'll just give you like a minute.
So again, as I said, you talked about Chief Azoka. I'm scared to talk about him because I want to still go to Tamale. I want to still pass.
Oh, you go. Azoka is a very nice guy.
Azoka is a very nice man. He's my own vice chairman.
He should be Why do you want to create that as though Azoka is
It's only he doesn't tolerate nonsense.
A monster. He's not.
To be a nice man doesn't mean that everybody can shit on you. Azoka doesn't tolerate nonsense.
But just that I did not.
Nice man.
He's a nice man, but I do not agree with honorable submission when he said that it was the fire that allowed the smoke. No. You see? As a leader.
Again, you do realize that I was the one supposed to talk, right?
Hold on. Let's make his point. I'll give you
as a leader, you understand that you are leading the people. you don't take that kind of action.
Yeah. Especially so when he wasn't there when they started.
You don't take that kind of action. No, let's call a spade a spade. I do not. Nobody's endorsing the actions and the activities
I agree with you.
that took place as been reported by whether the bodyguard of Afenyo or whoever.
Do I still have the floor? I don't have it.
You don't have the floor.
Oh, you have. Let him finish. I'll give it to you. I am a
This morning.
Hold on. Hold on. Let him finish. Wrap up the floor. Wrap up so I go to him.
You let him continue.
Yes,
no, you don't allow me. Yes, you don't allow me to talk. You let him go.
Zato have it.
Okay. So,
but like I said, I'm giving you a minute.
Oh, you see, my point is that I still want to pass through Tamale and receive. But the point is this. What we saw, the two allergies, you see, there were two allergies. If they were not allergies, I would have suggested that in the name of national healing, they sit over a bottle of beer and sort it out. But the allergies, alcohol is haram. I'm sure they should find a way, the two of them. They are two elderly men. There are a lot of young ones looking up to them. Sit and say it was in the heat of the moment. I want to see that. I want to see a form of, maybe they should go and do the Friday prayers together. Find a common mosque, go pray together after that, come. We need to see something try to be symbolic, to tell young ones that, because see, even what they did, they still restrain themselves. If it was younger people, they may go extreme. And so they have to find a way, a way to show that they are this thing and get it done with, okay? And I'm happy the way the police also dealt with it at that moment. If they made an attempt to arrest any of those people there, it would have de-escalated. If they made an attempt. So the fact that they were able to separate them and say, leave it there, it happened. But the threats on the lives of people is a serious thing. As for that one, we cannot and we should not. If you make a categorical statement that if I was there, you would be in the morgue. If I was there, those are threats on lives. And I'm not, is there a lawyer here? Those are crimes. If you threaten somebody's life. So Afenyo Makan is justified instead he feels his life threatened. Imagine we woke up this morning and the guy is dead. So he's justified. The people whose lives were threatened, they are justified. Again, Ghana Police Service, please find a way to make sure that they are assured that their lives are not in danger. Okay. Because we have to. Look, my point is that, as I said, there's a lighter aspect of it, we have to deal with the lighter aspect. There's a political aspect of it, it was the heat of the moment, we have to deal with it. But the commentary that there will be a by-election in your constituency, if I was, I'll kill you. There's a theory in terrorism called the lone wolf theory.
This is not what he said.
I'm making a point.
He said that there would be a by-election. And so I posed... So I pose a question. What would have been the cause of the by-election?
Deductive reasoning, right?
That there will still be by-election in his constituency. If we were to meet him at that time...
Yeah, there will be a by-election.
So I am asking the question. I pose the question. What would have been the cause of the by-election?
Honorable, please, I'm saying this here. Look, sometimes when we are saying these things...
Unless otherwise, Kofi action of resignation.
Thank you. Those of you, I always say that it is the politicians, you are those that are supposed to what?
That is one
thing. The point there's a theory called the lone wolf theory.
Hold on.
I'm sure Okujato Blackwell says that he will resign. Did he resign? Are you asking Okujato to resign? Please, don't let us go there. Have you asked him to resign? Didn't they use a private jet? Did he resign? Massa.
Which private jet?
I'm not going to the president.
We've gone past that.
But the president used a private jet.
We are going back. We are going back.
Which is why he should resign.
The vice president didn't use a private jet.
No.
It's still my turn. No. Don't do that.
No, fine, I agree. But I mean,
let's move on.
The point I'm saying is that
the vice
a theory called the lone wolf theory. And sometimes there can be what we call dog whispers. You know that, right? A dog whisper. So somebody says maybe something will happen. He doesn't do it. Maybe there's a disgruntled somebody sitting somewhere who sees that as a call to action and then goes to act on it. My point is that whatever it is, the experts and the Ghana Police Service to find a way to try to assure these individuals that, one, that threat, that maybe it was called in the jest of time, but that he has no intentions to follow through. And I think it would also be good that if he himself were to issue a small statement, say, look, I made these comments in the jest of time, in the heat of the moment. I made these comments because of this political commentary, but I did not mean to go through. So that nobody anywhere reaches anywhere. As I said, both are two fine gentlemen, and I'm sure that they will find this.
I'm grateful.